have a major takeaway or two from tonight?
I think a major takeaway would be trying to maximize the effort in between each race. So like obviously watching Nathan and Mallory, how like you get out of the pool, go to the warm down pool, dress up, get warm. And so it's just kind of making sure that every single second's kind of accounted for, at least with the shootout, because you know I think Keenan timed it was 18.5 minutes from the first 50 to the end of the shootout. And I remember Austin, we had a lot more time in between, and so it's interesting to see how that time difference plays a role into the races. And that 23.7, I don't remember last time I went 23.7 and it hurt that bad, so it was a good night though.
So what's fun about this format for you? What's challenging?
Yeah, I love it because, so obviously the shootout, like you have to go really hard each round because the guys are quick, you don't know what's going to happen. Each round, sometimes you get faster, you learn something each time you swim. And so there's a lot of evaluation that has to be going on in the moment. It's not like you swim once and then you have a couple weeks to get ready for the next race. You got minutes. So it's really nice. It's good for the racing. I think it's a lot of fun to watch. So it's a really cool event. Yeah.
How did you try and handle it and use it for almost like a training perspective? And you know, obviously it didn't work out quite the way you wanted at the end of the freestyle, but the fly was good. And so how did that all work out?
Yeah, well, no, it's nice. So like the way we train, obviously we do a lot of things. It's very repetitive, back to back, and so I know coming into the shootouts, like I'm somewhat more prepared for it, at least mentally, knowing okay, I can do this back to back and be at my best. Like with the fly, we got faster each round. Towards the 650, it started to hurt, but no, it's good. Like I enjoy being able to, like I said, like learn from each race. But it's hard. And so next week we're racing in the Kentucky Derby, the Derby shootout, and so it's gonna be much the same format, same fast guys. So it's good to kind of prep here and get ready for that.
How about from a perspective of preparing for a time when there's one race in a night? How does the back-to-back-to-back prepare you for that?
I think a lot of it's just like going into a race where you have just the one in that session versus having the three. I can go into one knowing, okay, I can give so much more in this. Like obviously when I swim the three, like you pace the first one, take some more breaths. Second one's just to get through the next round, and it's really whatever you have left for the final round. But then when you have just your one race in that evening, it's like completely like flat out from the beginning because you don't know what's like, there's nothing to save yourself for. So it's not that it's like easier or harder, it's just kind of a realization of knowing, okay, you got one chance.
Did you like the way it was structured in Austin better than here, or did you like this one better, or does it matter much? Yeah,
that's a good question. Austin was nice because we had a little more time in between each 50. Again, this is probably more exciting with less time because it's like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? And you're watching that 30-meter mark, and then your legs just blow up, and everyone's like, oh, and there he goes and stuff. But I wouldn't say one's better than the other. I think this one maybe has a little more challenges just with there being less time. But I think it's a sport, and it's exciting either way. Sure.
I wanted to ask about your 100 breast last night because that was a big swim, going so close to a minute. How much positive energy can you take from a swim like that, being pretty close to your best, better than you were all of last year, I think, at this time of the season?
Yeah, no, a lot. My breaststrokes felt really strong. The rhythm's there. So it was nice, especially with a little bit of wind. So I feel like I can be a bit faster out and maybe even pace a little bit better coming back. And so there's a lot of variables and probability things that like, okay, I can be better in a different situation. But no, it was awesome. I always loved being able to swim as fast as I did, and so it's nice going into July, and obviously we got more pro series coming up. So it's all a progression.
With your freestyle, do you feel like your stroke suffers as you get a little bit tired?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if it's as much that like where I'm entering changes, but I notice on the catch a little bit of power. Like as you start to fatigue, things start to fall apart a little bit. And that's like even this in the final round of the 50 here. So my going into it, I was like, okay, last one, like I've made everything I can. And the first 30 was great. I feel like I was leading it at a point, and so the start was powerful, underwater was good. And then there was a part where the last 550s really hit me hard, and that's just when it all fell apart. And so it is just kind of figuring out how to manage those things.
When you have that kind of competition though, after you've already done, he's relatively fresh and you're not, is that kind of asking a lot?
No, I mean, I could say that, but I'm not gonna make any excuses. I think he swam great. Yeah, I had some more 50s, but I had time to rest up and recover, and got a massage, katsu'd my arms. I felt ready, but it was a painful last 50.
How do you deal with, you know, maybe those sort of technical issues? What did you do something in training to try and address that?
Yeah, so I think one thing that I've noticed different from at least Austin's shootout to this one that I've been doing in training is I've been doing a lot of Wim Hof, so a lot of breathing exercises. And this meet in particular felt a lot harder to go no breath. So like I went no breath this morning, 50 fly, 50 free, but it really struggled last 15, and then this evening I didn't go any no breaths. I went 2 in the first round of the free, 2 in the second round, and then whoever knows how many in the last round. It was just breathing all over the place. But yeah, no, I think I'll get back to a lot of breathing exercises, learning to manage that. Because being able to control that breath definitely saves a lot of energy in the long run. So.
Thanks, Michael.
Perfect, thanks guys.